Here he is right here. It's time to welcome Texans wide receiver Jaylin Noel. He caught a 54-yard touchdown yesterday in the win, the third-round pick out of Iowa State, the Cyclones. The Texans also drafted his teammate Jaden Higgins in the second round. You and Higgins became the second rookie duo in NFL history since 1938 to each score a touchdown reception of 40-plus yards in the same game. Now, when they look, we call plays in practice. You like, man, y'all ain't gonna call it. Man, y'all need to stop got me running all these deep ass routes. Y'all know y'all ain't gonna call it in the game. So you run it in practice, and all of a sudden you hear them dial it up in the huddle in the game. You like, what? You like? Okay, it was open in practice. I sure hope they play this coverage right now. Right now.
Oh yeah. I knew when they called the personnel what the play was gonna be.
Okay.
We've had to play for a little while, scheming them up, knowing what coverage they would be in. So when they called it, made the most of my opportunity, and the rest was history.
Hey, what is the experience like? You know, being a rookie, obviously going from college. Has the NFL been everything you thought it would be?
I would say there's some things that are definitely different. Um, that I thought it would be going into it. Obviously,
Right.
the business like nature of the league is something that's
Yeah.
completely different than college, even though college is kind of evolving with NIL, but it's a whole nother level
Right.
at this within this multi-billion-dollar corporation. So that part of the game is different. But in the locker room, with the Texans, the culture is there. So that's no different in college. So you got leaders like Aziz Alshire, Derek Stingley, CJ, obviously, those guys in the locker room.
Yeah.
So they've kind of made it feel like home, but there's definitely some adjustments to get used to. And I feel like throughout the season,
Yeah.
I've grown and gained confidence.
How is it having,
Okay.
look, a lot of times when you leave college, you go into a new city that you probably haven't been to, haven't spent a whole lot of time there,
Mhm.
but you got a teammate that you played with for a couple of years at Iowa State, and you get drafted. He goes in the second round, you go in the third round. Did you hit? So how soon was it? Like he gets drafted, and the next call you get drafted, and you go into the same team. You go into the same team. You're like, bro, you're not gonna believe this.
Crazy. Honestly, when I seen him get picked, I was like, I scratched the Texans off my little paper. Me and my mom had a list of teams, and I'm like, I'm definitely not going there. He already went. So when I got the call from Nick Casario, it was definitely shocking. Being able to team up with him again. Had just played 2 years with him at Iowa State, and the chemistry we have built on the field obviously made the transition a lot easier and somebody you can talk to and work with throughout the process. But no, it was kind of a surreal moment finding out I was going to team up with him again.
But
Yeah.
this
And you know
also
what?
marked
That's
the seventh time in the Super Bowl era 1966, the seventh time that a team has started 0-3 and make the
Mm.
playoffs. When you're that, look, you lose the first game, and a lot of these games you were losing close, and you're like, damn. How were you able, D'Amico, your head coach, how was he able to
Mhm.
keep you guys together and say, guys, look, I understand the first quarter poll, we're 0-3, we 1-3, but all is not lost. Let's just stay together and let's just get one by one. We don't worry about what's going to happen 10 weeks from now, 11 weeks from now. Let's just worry about getting better throughout the week. Let's watch film, be attentive, and then play each game step by step. How was he able to keep you guys together? Because a lot of times starting 0-3, think about it, since 1966, that's 60 years. So only 7 teams have been able to start 0-3 and still make the playoffs.
Yeah, like you said, keeping a team together after starting 0-3 is something that's tough and something I've learned within this league. It's hard to win games. So when you go down 0-3, you know you're kind of in a hole. But it was really just the resilience that I feel Coach D'Amico tried to instill in us throughout fall training camp, and really the guys we had on the team, the leadership, knew we would be good. And we were in a bad area, but we had confident guys like CJ in the locker room, making sure guys was ready to go. On the defensive side, that defense is crazy. So when you have a defense like
Yeah.
that, ridiculous. When you have a defense
Yeah.
like that, you know you're gonna be in games. So as long as we can minimize the mistakes that we were making earlier on in this season, we knew we can make things happen. And so we won 8 straight so far, but not done yet. And that's another thing. Coach Miko keeping us curious, see what we can get better at, continue to find possible weaknesses within our game so we can go into these playoffs ready to compete.
Yeah. Hey, now that we're towards the end of the season, you guys are preparing yourself for the playoffs. Obviously, last game coming up next week. Have you had a welcome to the NFL moment this season yet? We like, oh my goodness, okay, I'm finally here.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it just happened last game.
For real?
Yeah, Derwin James, he's a monster. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, he's been in the league for a while.
Yeah.
You see the scouting report, you know what he's about, the physicality he brings within the game. So, going in there having to block him, he's not stopping. When I tell you he is not
Yeah.
stopping, he sees a tackle, he got some blitz assignment, whatever. He's not stopping. So you got to anchor down. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The first time I go in to block him, he's at the nickel, big star position, whatever. I go in to block him. I get hands on.
Right.
He was not having it. It drove me right to the ground. I was like, all right. At least it was a good run, though. He ain't make the tackle, so I let him know about that. But nah, respect to him. He's been in the league for a while, great player. So he definitely gave me my welcome to the league moment. And yeah.
I think also you got to give a big pat on the back. Because when your starting quarterback out, CJ went out, Davis Mills comes in, and he wins 3 games for you. Now, because a lot of times that's what you hope to have happen. Your backup comes in when your starter's out, and he can keep you afloat until your starter gets back. You probably lose 1 or 2 of those games. You're not in the position that you're in. Talk about what Davis meant, him being a pro, being in this league before, and understanding the opportunity and seizing that opportunity when CJ goes down.
I just think the way he prepares, you see it. You see him in early every day, doing the extra. He's preparing like he's a starter, and he's honestly he's kind of been here before this new generation and he's still young within the league, but he was here before CJ, and he kind of helped CJ get to where he is now a little bit in terms of just if CJ had questions on how certain things went and how to do certain things. But no, he was always staying prepared. Even in training camp, I'm going through early morning walkthroughs, so going through the script with him, and he stays ready. And he's a guy that everybody can rely on, everybody trusts. And we know when he had to go in there for them 3 games that he would step up and make big plays, and just the spark that he gave our team, and to just go and win those 3 games, like y'all said, it was huge for our season.
Well, congratulations on your rookie season, man. Keep plugging away. Stay healthy. Best of luck the rest of the year, and come back and talk to us soon. That's Jaylin Noel, the rookie Texans wide receiver, caught a 54-yard touchdown on Saturday. Congratulations, man, and keep up the great work.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Jaylin.
What's up, Ocho?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Hey, how you live in Houston and stay focused?
Yeah, I got my boy Hutch with this question. I was already prepared for it. I'm engaged to my beautiful
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm engaged. So I'm engaged.
Hey, listen, I'm glad you said that, because me and Unc, we finna get engaged in 2026. We finna have a double wedding.
Double wedding.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, you got to. If you're in Houston, go ahead and get engaged and get married tomorrow if possible. Because the longer you postpone it, the less likely you are to get married, Jaylin. I'm just telling you.
Not at all. It's right after the season.
That's what I'm talking about. Right after the season. Congratulations, man. Best of luck to you and your beautiful fiance, man. Tell your family I said hello from Nightcap, and we'll talk to you soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Ocho, went away from the AFC North title. The Steelers lost in Cleveland. The worst time of the Tomlin era. Myles Garrett didn't say